सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. Page 20, verse 33. Dvijatvam vidhyanushtanat vipratvam medapathatah brahmanyam brahma vijnanat iti Vedanta Dindima. Acharya Nrsimha Saraswati talking about the importance of Brahma Jnanam. Everyone can become a Brahmana by getting Brahma Jnanam. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna said, Chaturvarnyam maya srishtam guna karma vibhagashaha. Chaturvarnyam, the entire humanity can be classified into 4 groups. The entire humanity, not only Hindus, the entire humanity can be classified into 4 groups. Every person come either one group or other. Brahmana, one group. Kshatriya, another group. Vaishya, third group. Shudra, the 4th group. Among these 4 groups, Brahmana is one who is predominantly sattvic. Predominantly sattvic person is called Brahmana. The division made in this manner, Karma Brahmana, Jati Brahmana and Guna Brahmana. If a person born to Brahmana parents is called Jati Brahmana. Brahmana by birth is a Jati Brahmana. If a person perform a karma, the duties, Brahmana karma, Pathanam, Pathanam, Yajanam, Yajanam, Danam, Parigraham, that person can be called as Karma Brahmana. In Varnashrama Dharma, all these points I have discussed in 4th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Then Guna Brahmana is one who is having Brahmana Gunas. Brahmana is one by nature, he is a contributor rather than a consumer. He is called Guna Brahmana. A Guna Brahmana is one who is a noble Brahmana having virtues. He is called Guna Brahmana. So one has to become a Guna Brahmana to become a Brahmajnani. Every Guna Brahmana need not be a Brahmajnani, but every Brahmajnani is a Guna Brahmana. Daivi Sampat. Who is Guna Brahmana? Who is having all Daivi Sampat, divine qualities, is known as Guna Brahmana. Therefore, our scriptures give priority, importance to that Guna Brahmana. He is very close to Brahmajnanam. Every Guna Brahmana may not be a Brahmajnani, but every Brahmajnani invariably is a Guna Brahmana. Without divine qualities, Daivi Sampat, one cannot become a Brahmajnani. In this shloka, Acharya used 3 words, Dvijatvam, Vipratvam, Brahmanyam. Before this, There is one sloka connect to this only. Janmana jayate shudraha. Everyone by birth born is a shudra. Born as a shudra only. Everyone. Why? Shudraha, why we are coming, we cry and come. That's why we are called Shudraha. In Chandogya we saw Raikva Samvada, there he says, O Shudra, he calls. The one who cry is called Shudraha. Every one of us born not by smiling, no. While by birth itself we start our crying, no. Which ragam we do not know. But everyone, no exception. So therefore we are Shudraha only. Janmana jayate Shudraha. This is the first line. Second line says, Karmana dvija uchyate. Karmana, by doing noble actions, Karmana dvija uchyate. That is what Acharya says here. Dvijatvam vidhyanushthanat. Vidhi anushtanam. Following the Vedic injunctions. Anushtana means implementation. Putting into practice. Anushtanam. What? That duties enjoined by the scriptures. Vidhi anushtanat. Shastra prescribe certain duties. Vidhi nishedha. So vidhi anushtanat. Brahmana means you have to do these duties. Kshatriya means you have to do these duties. Like that, the one who gets the Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaisya has got the eligibility, that Yajnopavitam. They have right to do certain rituals. That is called Vidhi Anushtanam. Once they follow that, once after Upanayanam, that person will become a Dvijaha, twice born. Dvija means twice born. Samskrita Purushaha. After taking Gayatri Mantra, O Mother Gayatri, I am not going to live as I like. Today onwards, I am going to follow all rules and regulations. He takes a promise, oath. That is called Dvijatvam. Twice born. Second birth, it is like Karma Anushtanat Dvijatvam. Then, Veda Pathataha, that sloka what I said, Veda Pathena Viprasyat. The same word he is using, Veda Pathataha. After taking that Yajnopavitam, this person has to do Veda Adhyanam. Every day Parayanam, Rigveda Parayanam, Yajurveda Parayanam, or at least Rudra Parayanam, Lalita Sahasranama Parayanam, or Vishnu Sahasranama Parayanam. He has to. That Parayanam comes under Veda Patha. Veda Pathataha Vipratvam. He is known as Vipraha. Then Brahmanaha Brahma Vedana. By knowing Brahman, he is known as Brahmanaha. In second line he says, Brahmanyam Brahma Vijnanat. Janmana jayate Shudraha. Karmana dvija uchyate. Veda pathena viprasyat. Brahmano Brahma Vedana. Brahmano Brahma Vedana. That sloka. That same thing he says here. Brahmanyam Brahma Vijnanat. Brahmanyam means Brahminhood. Brahminhood. Brahmanya means Brahminhood. What is Brahminhood? According to Vedanta, the one who knows Brahman alone is called Brahmanaha. So, a person, if he doesn't know he is Brahman or she is Brahman, they are not Brahmanas. They are all pseudo-Brahmanas. Pseudo-Brahmanas. That is why Yajnavalkya says, Yova etadaksharam jnatva asmat lokat praiti saha brahmanaha. Oh, he says, whoever leaves this body with knowledge, after getting Jivan Mukti. Yova etadaksharam gnatva. Etadaksharam means aksharam brahma gnatva asman lokat praiti. Leaves this body, that person is called Brahman. After knowing aksharam brahma. Manaka aksharame doubtful, alphabets say doubtful. 14 languages we are having. How many of us know? Alphabets at least. What to talk of imperishable aksharam brahma? So how to know? Brahmana. Otherwise, asman lokat praiti, without knowing this Brahman, suppose he leaves the body, saha kripanaha, unfortunate person. So become a real Brahmana. Become a real Brahmana. Don't be as a pseudo Brahmana. There is a Upanishad called Vajra Suchika Upanishad. Yenge Brahmanan serial. Very, very popular serial. Yenge Brahmanan. Where is Brahmana? This Vajra Suchika Upanishad, it is a diamond needle Upanishad. It talks about some instructions to Brahmanas. No? These are the qualities one has to endowed with. Then only you are a Brahmana. If you read that, Kaha Brahmana, it asks question. He is not Brahmana, he is not Brahmana, he is not Brahmana. This person alone is Brahmana. It shows if you have these qualities, you are a Brahmana. In Mahabharata, Nahusha asks Yudhishthira, who is the real Brahmana? Tell me. And Yudhishthira, Dharmaputra, is answering to Nahusha. Nahusha, you know that story? Hey Nagendra, Satyam Danam Kshama Sheelam Anushamsyam Tapo Gruna Drishyante Yatra Nagendra Sab Brahmana iti Smrutaha. All these gunas are required for a gnana. He is a guna Brahmana. Yatraitanna bhavet sarpa tam shudramiti nirdishet. Who is not having this satyam danam, kshama sheelam, all these are not there. Such person is not a Brahmana, that says. So before becoming a Brahmagnani, first you have to fulfill all this. First you have to become a Guna Brahmana, then only Brahmagnani. First at least work for Guna Brahmanatvam. Be as a Guna Brahmana, you are very close to Brahmagnana. You cannot guarantee, okay. You cannot guarantee, you are very close to Brahmagnana. That is the meaning of this shloka. Vijatvam Vidhyanusthana. Vidhi plus Anushtanam. Vidhyanushthanam. Vidhyanushthanat. Because of performance of those rituals. Vipratvam Veda Pathataha. By chanting Veda mantras, Vipratvam. Brahmanyam Brahma Vijnana. So these are all designed, well designed in our Shastras. Our designs are different nowadays. Shastra design, but we should know that a design, many new designs are coming, we are attracted to those designs. How many people are aware of Vedic design? You can know Vedic design only in Vedanta class. Out of Vedanta class, if you go, you know other designs. Those designs will not save you. Understand? Next shloka, 34. Sarvatmana sthitam brahma sarvam brahmatmana sthitam na karyam karanad bhinnam iti Vedanta Dindimaha. Now, very important shlokas are coming. Brahmanyam Brahma Vijnanat. By knowing Brahman only, one can be called as a real Brahmana. What is this Brahman? Brahman nature. How to know this Brahman? He says, Sarvatmana Sthitam Brahma. Where is this Brahman? If you have such a question, Brahman is in everything. You need not search for Brahman. Whatever you are seeing, that is Brahman only. Sarvatmana. He is establishing Brahman is one. In this shloka, Acharya establishing Brahma Advitiyatvam. Brahman is one. Brahma, everything is Brahman. Brahma Sarvatmana Sthitam. Brahman is there. How? Sarvatmana. In the form of everything. Atmana means here not Satchidananda Atma. I told you, Yadapnoti, that which pervades is called Atma. Gold is the Atma of the ornament. That is called Atma. That is the meaning of Atma here. Endowed with, filled with, saturated with. Like that. Sarvatmana. Everyone's, as everyone's self. As everyone's self, Brahman is there. Sarvatmana Sthitam Brahma. Secondly, Sarvam Brahmatmana Sthitam. Everything is nothing but Brahman. Everything is nothing but Brahman. Sarvam Brahmatmana Sthitam. Everything is Brahman means, first point we have to take, everything is Brahman. Sarvam Brahmatmana Sthitam. Now you have to note, whatever is essentially there, essential nature. Essential nature of ornament is gold. Essential nature of pot is clay. Essential nature of cloth is fiber. That's called essential nature. When we say everything is Brahman, first statement, everything is Brahman, essentially everything is Brahman. Essentially everything is Brahman. If you say every earthenware, essentially it is clay. Essentially means pradhanataya. What is its inner core? All earthenwares are essentially clay. All ornaments are essentially gold. Everything is essentially Brahman. Essentially Brahman means its intrinsic nature. Ityartha. Essentially, I belong to, you say no, essentially, that is the inner core. Everything is essentially Brahman. This is the first statement. Then second, Brahman is everything. Brahma Sarvatmana Sthitam. Brahman is everything. Brahman alone appears as everything. Sarvam Brahmatmana Sthitam means Brahman is everything. Means Brahman alone is appearing as everything. Or Brahman appears as everything. Everything is Brahman. Brahman appears as everything. Enna difference? Sarvam Brahmamayam. Sarvam Brahmamayam. Everything is Brahman. Brahman is everything. Sadasiva Brahmendra Kirtana. Once upon a time we were singing in the class. Sarvam Brahmamayam Re Re Sarvam Brahmamayam. So Sarvatmana Sthitam Brahma. Sarvam Brahmatmana Sthitam. Second line. Na karyam karanad bhinnam iti. What is the logic? Everything is Brahman. Brahman appears as everything. Everything is essentially Brahman. Brahman appears as everything. Karyam karanat na bhinnam. Cause, from cause alone effect comes. Karyam karanat na bhinnam. Effect cannot be separate from the cause. Ornament cannot be separate from the gold. Pot cannot be separate from the earth, clay, earth or clay. Why? Gold is the karanam, chain is the karyam. Chain karyam cannot exist separate from the gold, because gold alone giving existence to the chain. Can you say there is chain and there is gold also? Are there two entities? Gold alone appearing as chain, there is no chain separate from the gold. We know. Clay alone appearing as pot, there is no pot separate from the clay. We stick on to one example now. Okay? Pot, is there a pot? Is there a pot separate from clay? Karanat ghata karyam bhinnaha asti va nasti. Karana mrud eva karya rupena ghata rupena drishyate. There is no separate pot other than clay. Karanat karyam nasti. Bhinnam. That's what he says in second line. Na karyam karanat bhinnam. No effect is different from its cause. Karyam karanat na bhinnam. No effect is different from its cause. The cloth what you are wearing, is it different from the fiber? It cannot exist without fiber. Karanam alone in the form of karyam. This is the presentation here. Iti Vedanta Dindimaha. All, even you take water, one water appears as wave, bubble, foam. In different forms it appears. The bubble, foam or wave, all are effects. Karyam. Can they exist separate from the cause, the water? They cannot exist. Therefore, karyam karanat na bhinnam. Then why this name different karanam and karyam when they are not separate? Gold alone is appearing as ornaments. Clay alone appearing as earthenwares. Fiber alone appearing as cloth. Water alone is appearing as wave. Then why karya karanam? Karanam doesn't have a different name and form. Karanam doesn't have a different names and forms. Karyam is that, product is that, or effect is that which has got different shapes, different names. Karanam is one, karyams are many. That is the difference. Karanam is one, karyams are many. Gold is one, tangamaligai ornaments are many. Clay is one, earthenwares are many. Fiber is one, different designs, cloths. Nalli shop is thriving, tangamaligai is thriving. Not because of karanam. They are thriving because of karyam. The whole beauty is in karyam, not in karanam. Every one of us enjoy karyam or karanam? Karyam only. As you are enjoying the karyam, really you are enjoying what? Karanam only. That is the difference. Between karyam and karanam, what is the difference? You enjoy the karyam because it has a variety, beauty and novelty. New designs are coming, no? New dress, new designs, new ornaments, designs, so many designs. Therefore, they are all having novelty, beauty. There is no stability in us. Afterwards, they will get changed. Therefore, always karyam is very attractive. Karyam is attractive. Examples are nice. Ornaments are attractive, earthenwares are attractive, dress attractive. What about your body shape, name? This also you have to include. Now, body is karyam, mind is karyam. What is karanam? Brahma. Mula karanam. He Soumya. In Chandogya Upanishad we saw. Ekena mrutpindena. One clay, all earthenwares are coming like that. Vacharambhanam vikaro namadheyam mrittika ityeva satyam. Earthen pots, there are many varieties are they kept there, only one clay. Mrittika ityeva satyam. Like that, Brahman alone is satyam. All names and forms are not real. They are only appearing. What is satyam? Fiber is satyam. What is satyam in the pot? Clay is satyam. Like that, in this world pot, you take world is like a pot. Body is also like a pot only. What is satyam? And don't say clay. Okay. Whole world is like a pot. Satyam is clay is like Brahman compared to a clay. A pretty clay important, so for as a karanam, Brahman is the karanam. Kanuven, not available. How to see Brahman? Next sloka he is going to explain. In this sloka, Karya Karanam is presented. Brahman is Karanam. Jagat is Karyam. World is a product. World is a product. Universe is a product. What is the cause of this universe? Cause of this universe is Brahman. When you see the ornaments, you are seeing what? Gold. Because ornaments are effect, gold is the cause. As you are seeing the effects, you are really seeing the cause only. I can understand. But when you say whole world is karyam, Brahman is karanam, sarvatmana brahmastitam, sarvam brahmatmana stitam, I am not able to see Brahman anywhere. I can see gold in ornaments. I can understand very easily, but I cannot understand this. Brahman is everything, everything is Brahman. I am not seeing Brahman anywhere. For that, Acharya gives next sloka answer. If you say Brahma, Karyatvam and Karanam, are there two things? Karyam and Karanam, two things are there? No. Only one. That what appears secondly is not Satyam. Shloka 35. Satta Spurana Saukhyani Bhasante Sarvavastushu Tasmad Brahmamayam Sarvam Iti Vedanta Dindima. One Brahman has got two names. Karyam Brahma, Karanam Brahma. Care of Mandukya. One Brahman has got two names. Karyam Brahma, Karanam Brahma. Karyam Brahma is Pradhamah Pada, Dvitiyah Pada. Karanam Brahma is Tritiyah Padaha. Vishwataijasa is Karyam Brahma. Prajna is Karanam Brahma at Vyashti level. Virat Hiranyagarbha is Karyam Brahma at Samashti level. Ishvaraha or Antaryami is Karanam Brahma at Samashti level. So Karanatvam we gives temporarily for Brahman. Later we take up, that is Adhyaropa. That is Adhyaropa. In this sloka, it is, it's like a recollecting that Drigdrishya Viveka sloka. Satta Spurana Saukhyani Asti Bhati Priyam Rupam Namachetyam Shapanchakam Adhyatrayam Brahma Rupam Jagadrupam Tatodvayam. Same sloka from Drigdrishya Viveka he summarized here. Asti Bhati. If you have a doubt, where is Brahman in this universe, may you recognize, may you discover in the form of Sat, Satta. Tyagaraja sang, Satta Matrama Chala Nammitini. Satta Matrama Chala Nammitini. Sarvabhauma Shri Tyagarajanuta. Satta Matrama Chala Nammitini. I know, hey Rama, you are in the form of existence. Satta Matram. Matram is very important there. You are in the form of existence alone. Everything appearing is not real. Satta Matrama Chala Nammitini. See how great it is. Satta. Spurana means Chaitanyam. Asti Bhati, I said in that sloka, Drigdrishya Viveka, long ago I took in one of our camp, Sringeri camp. Asti means here Satta, existence. Iruppadal in Tamil. Iruppadal. In Telugu, Uniki. Satta. Number 2, Spurana. Spurana means consciousness. Spurana means consciousness. Saukhyani. Saukhya means Ananda. Saukhya means Ananda. Asti Bhati Priyam. There in that sloka Bhati, here it is Spuranam. Yasyaiva Spuranam Sadatmakam Asat Kalparthakam Bhasate. Somewhere, familiar? This sloka, Dakshinamurti sloka. Yat Satta Spurana Saukhyam. Saukhyam means Priyam, Anandam. Taittiriya care of Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Satyam is called Satta. Jnanam is known as Puranam. Ananda is known as Saukhyam. This is the nature of Brahman. Bhasante Sarva Vastushu. This Satta, Spurana, Saukhya is evident in every Vastu, in every object. Every object, another big doubt. Where is Satta? Where is Puranam? Where is Saukhyam? I am not able to. I know only gold ornament. I cannot know this Satta Brahman, Spurana Brahman and Saukhyam Brahman. It is, I cannot accept at all. I cannot swallow this statement. Tasmat Brahmamayam Sarvam. Therefore, everything is Brahman is this. In that Vidyaranyar sloka, Drigdrishya Viveka, Asti Bhati Priyam Rupam. Rupam Nama, total 5. Asti Bhati Priyam Rupam Nama. Namachet Amsha Panchakam. Adhyatrayam Brahma Rupam. The first three one are Brahma Rupam, the nature of Brahman. Asti Bhati Priyam is the nature of Brahman. Nama Rupa belongs to the world. Adhyatrayam Brahma Rupam Jagadrupam Tatodvayam. The last 2, they are called Nama Rupa. World is a word. Paramarthananda Swamiji says, world is a word. Remove the L. Remove the L from the world. What is there? Word. What is world, Anna? World is nothing but a word. Word means what? Vacharambhanam. Vikaro namadheyam. Whole thing is only a modification, vikara. Therefore, Adyatrayam Brahma Rupam Jagadrupam Tatodvayam Asti Bhati Priyam Rupam Nama Chetyam Shapanchakam Adyatrayam Brahma Rupam Jagadrupam Tatodvayam. What you are seeing, Nama Rupa, belongs to the Jagat. In that there is Satta, Spurana and Saukhyam. Satta only you can understand in the world, but inert object you cannot recognize the consciousness because they don't have subtle body. Ananda also you cannot see in inert objects. Clip ease, that easiness belongs to Brahman. Mic is, easiness belongs to Brahman. Fan is, light is, she is, he is, it is. That easiness is called existence. That existence alone is called Satta. How you have to understand Brahman now? Brahman Sarvatmana Sthitam means in every object Brahman is available in the form of existence. How do you know Brahman is in the form of existence in everything? Because when you are using the word of that object, what you say? Pen is, book is, house is. You are using that word is. All the time. Everything is you are using. Now that isness is called Brahman. Brahman is there or not in every object. Can you understand? You have to remember whenever you see any object, you are seeing really Brahman only with Klip Nama Rupa. Easiness you have to understand through seeing the Klip Nama Rupa. Understand? Because easiness you cannot see. That is Shuddha Sattvam. That is pure existence you cannot see. You can understand easiness through an object. Easiness doesn't have a form. Electricity has got a form. You can appreciate electricity only through a light, through a fan. Electricity, none of us can see electricity. You appreciate electricity through a bulb medium, a fan medium. Like that, pure existence also you cannot appreciate, you cannot recognize pure existence. You can appreciate, you can recognize only through an object. He is, she is, it is. Every object. Without easiness there is no object. You take out the easiness, no object can exist. That easiness is called Brahman. Satta. Spuranam you can appreciate only in living beings. Awareness, consciousness. The inert objects doesn't have subtle body, therefore they cannot manifest the chit. Very important shloka. Chit cannot be manifested in inert objects. They don't have subtle body to manifest the Spuranam or Jnanam or Chit or Chaitanya. Therefore, we the human beings are aware of, conscious of. Am I a conscious being or not? You question yourself. Am I a conscious being? Are you conscious of Vedanta Dindima class? That is called Spuranam. Where is Spuranam? Spuranam is Brahma. Satta Spuranam Saukhyam is Brahma. Bhasante Sarva Vastushu. It is available. Bhasante means available. Appearing in every object. Now tell me, Satta is appearing on Bhasante or not? Is it available or not? Evident or not in this clip? Isn't it available? Bhasante? Through the clip you understand. What about Spuranam? Through me, I recognize the Spuranam. You need not go to cat, rat. Yeah, the Spuranam is here. How do you know? Spuranam is there. Spurikkiradhu solluvom Tamil. Enakku spurikkiradhu enna? And spurikkiradhu Brahman. Theriyarade, I know, I am conscious of, I am aware of. Are you aware of or not? Are you aware of my words? Are you conscious of my words? That means you are consciousness. If you are not consciousness, you cannot be conscious of my words. If you are not consciousness principle, you cannot be conscious of my Vedanta Dindima words. Am I right? Shall I repeat again? If you are not a conscious being, you cannot be conscious of my words. Yes or no? That means you are consciousness. That consciousness is alone is called Spuranam. Therefore, where is Brahman now? Tell me. Brahman is called consciousness. Spuranam. Where is that Brahman? Who is conscious of my words now? Tell me. Who is conscious of my Vedanta Dindima words? What you have to say? I am conscious of your words, Swamini, you have to say. Yes? That means when you say I am conscious of is equal to I am Brahman. Isn't it? When I am conscious of the words, the consciousness Puranam must be Brahman, therefore I am Brahman. Where is Brahman now? Tell me. You have to search for Brahman. If you search for Brahman, you have Brahman Artham. After teaching this much time, very clearly, still you search for Brahman. Swamini, where is that Brahman? Who is this asking? Is called Brahman. You are conscious of. To be conscious of, you are existent or not? That existence is called Brahman, Satta. To be conscious of, you must exist. If you exist, you must be conscious of. Yes? Then you are Sattu Chit. Therefore, how you present? I am existent. I am existence principle. I am conscious of. I am Satta, I am Spuranam. This knowledge gives Saukhyam or not now? It gives Dukkham. This knowledge, this Saukhyam, I don't want to elaborate more. You go to Kera Taittiriya Upanishad, Brahmanandavalli. Anando Brahmeti Vyajanat Anandadheva Khalvimani Bhutani Jayante. Bimbananda. Every Ananda indicates that Brahmananda. Every Ananda, reflected Ananda, is the indication of original Ananda. Kera Taittiriya Upanishad, Brahmanandavalli. This is the summary of Vedanta, Dindima. No, Vedanta Dindima is a summary of Vedanta. Therefore, I don't want to explain further. So, Satta Spurana Saukhyani Bhasante Sarva Vastushu. Sarva Vastushu, Saukhyam and Spuranam Bhasante only in sentient beings. Those who are having subtle body, we have subtle body, therefore you are smiling. But this clip cannot smile. Swamini is talking about my Brahman nature. Pavam. This clip cannot claim I am Brahman. But we the human beings, Vedanta Dindima students, can claim I am Brahman. If you also won't claim like clip, you are another clip. Okay. Better claim. Okay. Better to claim I am Brahman. Here also Satta is there. I am also having Satta, but extra Spuranam Bhagavan has given. If this Spuranam I don't make use of it, if I won't claim Brahman, there is no difference. That also is going to say. Next shlokas is going to come. Tasmat Brahmamayam Sarvam. Now where is Brahman? Sarvam Brahmamayam. Satta Rupena Bahya Jagat. You can understand the Satta in every object. Sarva Vastushu. In every living being, Spurana and Saukhyam, Anandam. Clear? Very clear? Are you happy? Okay. Very nice shloka. Next shloka, 36. Ghatakudyadikam sarvam mrittika matramevacha tatha brahma jagat sarvam iti Vedanta Dindima. Now, the question may arise, are there two entities, Brahman and world? I am Brahman and body. Okay, body-mind complex comes in the world. So, you are talking, world is Karyam, Brahman is Karanam. So, Brahman is one entity, world is another entity. Are there two? There are no two entities, there is only one. By example, he is explaining, I have already explained, he is giving the example, Ghatakudyadikam sarvam, mrittika matramevacha. You can understand easily. Mrittika matram, mrittika means clay, Ghata means pot, Kudya means wall. The wall, olden days houses, not the cement houses. Mud, they construct houses with mud. Walls, mud walls. That made out of clay. And all earthenwares, pot, etc. All other earthenwares. Even what you can, plants you keep, that also made out of clay. Many other things also made out of clay. Summer is going to come, you are going to pour water in different pots. And if you go to Kashi, they give curds also in a pot or a glass or tumbler, they give, which is made out of clay. So, Adikam means etc. etc. You can supply Ghatakudyadikam sarvam. Made out of what? Mrittika matrameva. Made out of clay alone. So what? So what? There are no two things. Is there pot? Now I am going further expansion. Because he has taken clay and pot, so I am also focusing on clay and pot. Now I am having a pot in my hand. What pot? Clay pot. Now clay is an adjective. Pot is a noun, according to all of you. Clay is an adjective. What pot is this? Clay pot. What I want to say, potty clay. Potty clay, a clay which is appearing in the form of pot. I am converting the pot into an adjective. Noun is clay. That is the right presentation. Now, is there a pot? Tell me. Is there a pot? There is no pot. Keeping in front of me, you are all looking at this pot, and all of us can say there is no pot. In a magic, is there a magic? X. Yes, it is a magic. What magic? Intellectual magic. All of us can say, as we are seeing the pot, and we are using the pot, also we can say there is no pot. But what about this form, pot form, that is only an appearance. Clay alone appearing in a pot shape. Clay alone appearing as a pot form. Therefore, you give the name to that shape called pot. There is no pot at all. Pot is on your lip movement. Vacha arambhanam. On your lip. That is why it is not satyam. Pot form comes and goes. But clay, as it is. Whatever is coming and going is not satyam. Whatever is there all the time, karanam is satyam, karyam is mithya. So there is no pot at all. Ghatakudyadikam sarvam mrittika matrameva. They are only clay alone. There is no pot at all. Are you clear? There is no pot? If you say there is a pot, what I say? You take the pot, I take the clay. If you all say, Swamini, I cannot accept. There is a pot. You are carrying the pot in your bag every time. You are holding the pot. I say there is a pot. What I say? There is no pot. You are saying there is a pot. Now there is a patri mandram between us. Is there a pot or not? You say there is a pot. I say there is no pot. Now finally we have to come to conclusion. If there is a pot, you are arguing, come on, take the pot. I take the clay because I say it is clay. I am taking the clay. No, come on, take the pot. Is there a pot? There is no pot. If you say there is a pot and clay, Puja Swamiji says, there is clay 1, pot 2, there is one more also. Another clay in your brain. Koncham irukke. Adale, it's very, very important. Chandogya Upanishad, 6th chapter. If you understand this, you can understand everything. Eka karana vijnanena sarva karya vijnanam bhavati. Okay? Similarly, here see, Ghatakudyadikam sarvam mrittika matramiva. That matram is very important. Tatha. Now, forget about the pot and clay. Tatha. Same way, Brahma. Jagat sarvam. Jagat sarvam Brahma eva. In what form? Adukula marandachu. Satta Spurana Saukya. Pudane padichirukku. Satta Spurana Saukya Rupena Sarvam Brahma eva. Jagat Sarvam Brahman alone. Who says? Vedanta Dindima. Avastha Tritayam Yasya Krida Bhumitaya Sthitam Tadeva Brahma Janiyat Iti Vedanta Dindimah. Now, Brahman is everything, everything is Brahman. We think Brahman is somewhere. Therefore, Acharya want to say, Brahman is you yourself. Means Atma. Self means Atma. Brahman is you yourself means Brahman is Atma. Brahma, Atma are one and the same. Brahma eva Atma, Atma eva Brahma. Therefore, don't look outside, I want to get Brahma Jnanam, I want to get Brahman vision. You, the self, Atma is Brahman. Therefore, you have to say, I am Brahman. I, the self, am Brahman. How do you know? Brahman is here itself in the form of I myself. I myself am in the 3 states, avastha traya. I myself am Jagrada avastha, Sushupti avastha, Swapna avastha. I have come to a sport ground. I, the Brahman, am in the form of Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti role I am playing now. Therefore, I am called as Atma. I am Atma. Avastha Tritayam Yasya. For which Brahman, there are 3 avasthas. States. 3 avasthas means 3 states are there. What are they? You know, Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti. Don't ask me. What are the 3 avasthas? Enak avastha idam aprom. Okay. 3 avasthas. Kridartha bhumika. Krida bhumitaya sthitam. Krida bhumina. Now it is a krida. It is a sport. Jagrada avastha. I am Brahman. In many bodies I am enjoying what? I am playing. Kridartham. Entertainment ground. Recreation ground. Jagrata Avastha is one recreation ground for me. Swapna Avastha, another recreation ground for me. Sushupti Avastha, another recreation ground for me. 3 recreation grounds. Krida means Kridanganam. 3 recreation grounds. Krida Bhumi means recreation ground, sport ground. What is my sport ground? Jagrata Avastha, one sport ground. In that I play. What I play? Avastha Tritayam. I play 3 roles in 3 avasthas. Jagrat Swapna Sushuptishu Sputatara Yasam Vidujrumbhate. Again, care of Dakshinamurti. What a nice slokas. Next class. Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.